Y'all the clearest representation of what New York City is, and you guys are what makes hip hop great, and what makes hip hop last.
So I salute hip hop and everybody from y'all, the informatives of the information station, as I would say it.
Yeah.
You know, from you guys having interviews, because without you guys, nobody gets to have the identity of the artist. Continue doing your thing, man. Keep these platforms going.
Changing of the hip hop guards. Y'all are the guards. Let's make it happen, y'all.
Welcome, everybody, to Changing of the Hip Hop Guards podcast. I am the journalist Sincere. That's my partner, Uncle E. And tonight we have a special guest. Tonight we have Jus P. Thank you so much for joining us.
No doubt, no doubt. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
No doubt. We're going to take it back, and then we're going to bring it all the way to what you have going on in 2022. But for those who may not know you, may have forgotten, can you take us back to where you're born and raised?
Huntington, Long Island. You know what I mean? My mama born. I'm generations Huntington, Long Island.
Very dope. Take us back to Long Island, teenage years for Jus P.
Man, I mean, a lot of my principles that I stand on, I learned from Huntington. I moved out of Huntington when I was like 20. I lived in Brooklyn. I went to high school in Atlanta for a little bit, then moved back. But I remember one clear thing is that, like, I went to 10th grade in Atlanta, and I took Long Island with me. Like, it was before like gangs, so we just had little cliques. So I'm down there just with that whole attitude, and not really a New York attitude, just Huntington. Huntington's a different place, and it even helps when I'm out here in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's up. So to answer your question, my teenage years was different. Like, I was an adult, like as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Lived on my own since 15, so I was everywhere with it. You know what I mean? So that's that. But definitely shout out to Huntington, Long Island, period. You know what I mean?
Right. So where you at now? You said you're in the city?
Yeah, I'm in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm
at the Bronx now.
Yeah. I just moved from Queens. I spent just about almost 20 years, 19, 18 years in Queens. But then when I came home from the prison, I got a spot in the Bronx, and here we are now, almost 2 years though. You know what I mean?
Nice. Now, did you want to kind of dip a little bit into, your time with Zulu or?
Oh yeah, you guys can ask me anything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'm here, y'all. Anything.
All right. So if you don't mind, because I know, obviously that's how I met you was through, Zulu Nation. Chapter 25 is what I was part of.
Right.
You were 17.
Yeah, I'm 17,
right?
I mean, yeah. I didn't come into the nation at 17. I came in. I mean, just like when it comes like Long Island, we did that. You know what I'm saying? Like me and a few others. Like we did that, and it's when you look back at it now, it's legendary. But we just did it as kids. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I joined one chapter. I joined Elite Gestapo, and then I joined 17 when I first got to college, like 2001. You know what I mean? And that was a different time. But honestly, the nation and how we took it is different. Like, and different with me. Like, I'm from Suffolk County, Long Island. I went to a meeting in Manhattan maybe once, taking the Long Island Railroad. When I moved out here, I went everywhere there was Zulus. Everywhere. That's how I'm able to be how I am now, where I can just navigate all through anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because of my nation.
Mm-hmm. So you want to talk? How was your experience in the nation? How talk a little bit about that. I know. I mean, not
going
back.
Yo, man, it's two different experiences because we were building it, but we also experienced the nation when it was not so much at a height, but it was still at a height, and it was kind of changing. So it was cool to be with people that I went to high school with. Like when I was in Huntington, everybody was one crew or another. And then I just happened to make a promise like you're kids, you're trying to be cool, and we was going to try to be whatever. But then I met one person was like, nah, we Zulu, this is what we doing, and then he put me on. But then me being me, I got to drive where I got to do something. So I started recruiting here. I learned the lessons within like 2 days. I was off probation within like the next time they see me. You know what I mean? I was trying to really do it. And that's before I got to like the boroughs. So like my experience, like I met a lot of really good people and a lot of legendary things. I remember in 2003 we had a brother by the name of Matt Hall, and he passed away. But the crazy part is, like I was there that day. You know what I'm saying? And that's one part that stuck out. And even with that situation, the way Zulu came together was amazing. I've seen people that I only heard about in legend. I've seen people that I'll never see again. They was just there. Like it was crazy. I seen like there was like at least maybe 200 Zulus before I even got off the train. That was it was like a couple of times where I've seen the power of Zulu. When I went to Miami for a leaders meeting, I seen the power where every truck stop there was brothers waiting for us to make sure we're okay. And that's every truck stop from New York to Florida. That's crazy, yo. So like I've seen Zulu be what it is. And
Right.
just to touch on it, when it started being different, when I started like certain holes I didn't really pay attention to. Number one, my life was whatever it was. I'm an ill nigga without Zulu, so I might not have heard whatever retard ass rumor. But certain things that when the hole started being obvious and actual fact, that's when that was also a whole nother experience. But what was amazing about that is that again, people that I came up with and like-minded people still came together, yo. Still like my movement as Zulu is way it's way different than what them old heads is doing, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And we've been clashing. My chapter has always been about the youth and being like we feel we uphold traditional Zulu, but some people, I guess, that's different for them. You know what I'm saying? We don't have members that are being in some other gang, and you know what I mean. We stick to the script, so it's good. It's good. I mean, throughout all the bad that might have happened or has happened, me and my family is up. You know what I'm saying? All my people is either Zulu or there's some type of music. Like I might talk to my blood family, like my brothers, every once in a blue, but I talk to Biggs every day. I talked to Nick, you know what I'm saying, this morning.
Right.
Like I see Red every weekend and we're running around, you know what I mean, being crazy, going through bars, running through, like, that's my family, you know what I mean? I call his mother my mother. So that's Zulu to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the Bronx where I don't really know anybody other than the weed man and shit like that, but
right.
they're going to be here, you know what I'm saying? So, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Many times I've been called for that favor, whatever it is, and I hold it down. You don't even got to tell me, you know what I mean? You just let me know. So that's that.
Last thing before, and we'll get more into your music, and without getting too deep into it, but when that whole thing came about, and there was the kind of like a separation, you know what I mean? Some chose to stay, some chose to move on, and I know the Zulu Union was created.
Right.
I remember you were, it's funny because I remember you. There was others too, but you were very passionate around that time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
When all of that was going down, I remember you were very outspoken and and very passionate about it. Was it tough? Okay, so I wasn't in for that long. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got in and I was all in, and it seemed like, I don't know, I forget what it was, maybe 2 or 3 years in, and then boom, that happens.
Right. It's different.
So it's different for me as opposed to someone that has been in it for a very long time.
I'm from the beginning when I hit Long Island. I'm like L1 number 4th recruit, 5th recruit. You know what I mean? Before 2-5. You know what I mean?
Right. Now,
definitely.
So my question is, when all of that was taking place and things were separating, how was it for you? Because I'm assuming that there were people that stayed, right? Zulu Nation that
Right.
you were cool with.
Right. Yeah, but
Right?
no.
No,
I mean, it's like
or was it
my
more just
chapter,
based on your chapter?
kinda. It's like not to be funny, but like I'm from Huntington, and then I joined a chapter in Queens. I joined before I moved to the boroughs, before I moved to Queens. But when I got out there, like I said before, I brought Huntington to me. Certain things that we did, I kind of made them do. But certain things that it's like we kind of clicked and then we just rocked. But when other people started seeing that, like chapter 25, when L1 was building 25, he kind of seen what we was doing. And the same thing with chapter 7, you know what I'm saying? So those 3 chapters are like one, because we like L1 and Biggs went to school there like 2003 when it was really forming, like they were together every day. So that's what stuck. And that's before the thing with Bam. What was ill was that L1 is L1. So he was going to do what he's going to do, but he already had that influence of us. We call ourselves the 49ers, which is 17, 7. And that's just us being funny, watching the Sopranos, trying to like just be funny. And we stuck together. But what's crazy is how that really, like, that's before you came. Our personal joy, you know what I'm saying, is some real shit. We've seen other chapters try to combine and mimic that, and it didn't work. But also, two saving graces was that my chapter was nothing but youth. They were always more like, my squad is the whole neighborhood. Me as an outsider, I can go out there with nothing, and that's home. There's couples and children. My chapter's been around long before I even joined. So that family and neighborhood community mentality, it helped. We never really had them from the Bronx come all the way. Like, they might come to see what we're doing, but even before I was with them, they was always on their own. So that kind of helped when shit hit the fan. When
they were already rolling.
Right. Another major bridge is me, because I'm from Long Island, and then I went there and then I started recruiting. So it's like that whole thing kind of separated all of us, you, 2-5 included, because that's just how we was raised. And then, like, to real quick, I had lived, my roommate was a former Zulu member. And now, never mind the many times you might have heard the rumor, whatever. The one day, this dude knocked on my door, and he's just like, yo, you sitting down? And I'm like, yeah. Because the crazy part, because I could talk, the whole thing. No, not even to dwell on Bam too much, just that day changed a lot. And it changed a lot for the better, yo.
Hold on, P. I'm sorry, because you cut off. I think you had said that he had told you he had asked you if you were sitting down.
Okay. He asked me, was I sitting down? And then he just put on YouTube, and that faithful video with was a star. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And from that day on, what was crazy was 3 months before that there was an incident, and a couple, like, when I started really paying attention, and also about me, I wasn't really trying to go outside of my position. When I got in a position to really be like concerned, you know what I'm saying? There was a point where I was just a member, then I was just whatever office I had. But when I got in a leadership position to be concerned, that's when I really started perking up. And so we just did that, yo. We just, there was a couple of times where you would hear certain shit, and I kind of mean not to be funny, but I was kind of glad when it died down, and that when that man was backing away. So when that day when my roommate came to me, and it went crazy from that day on to right now, and that was it. But
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you want to say about that man? We ain't never really fuck with that. We ain't never really fuck with that man anyway, yo. Anyway, and I know a couple, like, one time someone came to us years ago, like, yo, this, that, and the third. And we was like, wow. So we took it to the elders, and not only did this was crazy, not only did they pretend we was bugging, they ended up having people waiting. Like, we went to a Zulu event, And they knew I was on the block before I was there, before I entered the park. They was all ready to check our temperature and be like, yo, if you're here to start trouble, before I even got, like, as soon as I got off the train, like, how did you know I was there? Like, not for nothing. That man's rep is real. I'm not gonna lie. So that man got a lot of people, you know what I mean, for that dumb shit. And that's what the sad part is, is that it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You could use that for something else and something positive than to defend that man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a couple of people that was hurt by that whole thing. You know what I mean? But that's moving. The union's doing beautiful without it, and also that eliminates a lot of dumb shit. We used to be like, yo, why can't we get certain things done? And it's just that whole little thing. So we move beautiful without none of that. You know what I'm saying? Certain people that like Muhammad, love Muhammad, but I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So certain people, but a lot of them I ain't really fuck with too.
Yeah. That was a wild that was a wild period of time right there, man. Cool. So let's get into your music, man. When did you decide that you even wanted to be, an MC?
Man, honestly, in Huntington, I went to high school one day, and everybody was rapping, son. And there was this one dude that was just super nice, yo. We ended up going to his crib, and then I wasn't fucking with it then. I went to his crib, and I seen this man writing all types of battle raps, the second round knockout, and then no lie, I just watched him. I went back to his crib like a week later, spit like a fake nervous rhyme, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? That man moved away, and he became the person named RJ Payne. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it first sparked in my mind, watching Rob, as I knew him, just get busy. And this is, like I said, second round knockout. What year was that, yo?
98.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Yeah. And there was people that was nice. You know what I'm saying? But he was like super stand out. Like, you know how you could dedicate and become technical at it and you become okay, but then there's a couple people that stand out. He was like that. I seen that. GS Advance was another one I went to high school with, and just, he gonna stop whatever he doing. Everybody gonna be like, wow, what is that? Some people would fight him because he was just kill. Like, he would just destroy them in the rap, and they would try to fight this man, and he would whip their ass. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I moved around a lot. I had a lot of trouble as a kid. So I just, those two things, meeting GS Advance, and before I went to that high school, that whole situation, the whole couple of months with RJ Payne, just watching him every day, just battling, and I just wanted to do that. And then I did on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't go out and be like, I just kept that on my own. You know what I mean? I stay up all Sunday, write a rhyme, practice a little fake freestyle. And then, you know what I'm saying? I just dedicated myself from like 9th grade on. And then that stuck with me everywhere I went. When I went to Atlanta, that time, I met a dude from the group, Another Bad Creation or some shit. And he was in high school. And then he was fake trying to be like this little rapper or whatever. And I went down there with that New York attitude, and I got in all types of battles, all types of things. But when I really came is in 2001, when I went to Five Towns College, is when I got serious with it. I only went to that school for 1 year, and in that year there was Chrisette Michelle. She was in that school. Who else? There was a couple of people that were up. But that was like training for me, because you would see people in the corner writing their rhymes for the ciphers. It was also a college that it was when I really got serious with it. And I also was smart enough to connect with people that were better than me and had what I needed, and I didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? So like studio time and shit like that. And GS Advance, again, is like meeting him in high school and keeping in contact with him all these years has helped out, because that's what we do. You know what I mean? I just was talking to him a minute ago, and even if we just get together and make music, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's different than me. That man got albums that I've never heard of ever, He just be creative. I got to be like, yo, come outside. Let's, you know what I'm saying? He's just in there like a mad scientist, So it's been in me since forever. You know what I mean? My family's musical. My brother the little kid would just sit with an instrument and learn it for like a month. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it was just been in us, but I chose to express it through hip hop, not through like gospel music, like my brother,
right.
mom. I tried that shit, but whatever.
Yeah.
I had the whatever attitude as a kid. I remember on the drums, you know what I'm saying, at church, like, and the pastor's like, yo, you gotta give us some effort. Like I had the lazy high attitude before weed, like, and now
you got to get the offerings up, man. You got to.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's crazy is I see my lazy whatever attitude in my son. You know what I'm saying? But I hope he has the secret fire that I did. Like I would just do shit and not tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Let you think whatever and just bust out with the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. I hope my son's like that. I think he is. We'll see. You know what I mean?
What was your creative process in writing early on?
Early on, I don't like in high school when I was trying to like get it, I would just practice it. I might listen to like whatever album and just try to rhyme like that or try to go off like that or however I could flip it. The rhythm I've always had since, you know what I'm saying, forever. Like my family's like that. My little brother, like I just told you. So I would just go on how I would flip that. But and then like I told you, I would just practice rhymes. Now it's almost the same. It's just now I like to live life and then I'll lock it in. And then like maybe I'll like now I got whatever albums I have now, I'm not writing nothing. I'm just doing all types of whatever shit. You know what I'm saying? When I get off the phone with you, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, do this. And then when it's time, I'm gonna spit that. This is what I've been doing since then. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's also future, it's also inside jokes to people that'll listen, and also talking to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like talking to myself and talking to my son, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, but it's always, or sometimes you might get it, like sometimes I might just throw something where it'll hit your ear, but a lot of times it'll be inside jokes that you might not get, you know what I'm saying? Or you might, like after a while, you know, or if you're really nerdy like me, sometimes people will be like, yo, that da-da-da, and I'll be like, sometimes I throw shit in there just to see if it'll come back to me. There's a couple of things I'm waiting to come back to me right now, but we'll see.
Okay.
But my process is whatever. Sometimes you might just be in a lab with mad different people and gotta write. One time I remember some studio session with, it was at Goblins, and he asked me to write a verse on the way over there in the car, and I'm just sitting in, and it's not like they're playing the song. They're talking and smoking, and I'm just like, and I had it, you know what I mean? So I can do whatever, but it's really just talking to myself, and talking to God, you know what I'm saying? Or talking to you about what you think, what I think you need to know. It could be fucking information, or it could just be mistakes in my life, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of different ways, So I just try and just get it out there. You know what I mean?
Right. What was it about 2001 in that moment that you said you started taking it serious?
Because like, Five Towns College is a college. You know what I'm saying? You can go there and get your whatever, your bachelor's and all that. They give you all. It's not like Full Sail or an institute. It's an actual where you get that degree, but they felt like if I wanted to play the fucking trumpet, I could go there, get my college degree, and then be here in fucking trumpet class. They had actors. But what was ill was that when it came to hip hop, yeah, the whole cafeteria is battling. You would see people come out and know, like Chris Saint Michelle is the R&B singer, right? She would jump in them ciphers instantly, and she would jump in them rap ciphers and rap. Like that environment was ill. You would go to the library thinking you're studying for your shit, and then you see a girl over, like, you know what I mean? You see someone over there writing. Booth and Oz is William Cooper. You know what I'm saying? He went to that school. So this nigga Jess Advance had recording equipment when I first met him. You know what I'm saying? He was the first nigga I knew, like from that I was hanging with as a young kid, that would just not a dime or a nig. This guy's got ounces. We might get a cigarette. You go to GS Cribs, he's got 3 packs. You know what I'm saying? He was always up. He's got the recording equipment. He's got the beat machine since I met him. So when we got together, he went to 5 Towns a year before me, and he befriended people. Then I ended up befriending his cousin, unbeknownst to him, and then we all just clicked together and started making music. Splinter Cell was something that we came out with, you know what I'm saying, back then, and we worked at it, you know what I mean? And so I just kept going. Even through my life, I knew to keep people, like when I had my son, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't around at all, you know what I mean? But I had all my friends in music, they're doing their thing, so I can get in where they fit in, you know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot to have the balance of stability and the time to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I have it balanced, I work super hard. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about the crib. I look at my albums and I'd be like, damn, what was I going through that year? Oh yeah, that's the year you was on Son's couch or but certain albums, I'll be like, damn, oh yeah, I was in that crib fucking, like I'll put it in the song too. So like when I have it, I work as hard as I can, but sometimes I might not be as stable, but I still do what I can. I was someone that would take CDs and mail it. I would go to an internet cafe, email them niggas, yo, and then send them the CD. I got the fucking connects list. One time I called Chris Lighty, he was like, yo, stop calling me, he was like, call me next quarter. And then he died. You know what I'm saying? Like I do what I can with what I have. So, and I just keep going. So it's like that. But linking up with certain people to this day has helped out a lot. And GS Advance is one that is definitely, you know what I mean? Definitely like a partner. You know what I mean? What I do, like I'll promote all our music. He's the one recording. He's not so much the behind the business, but I'll do that. You know, like I'll push his records like it's mine. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So right now we're doing pretty good. We're pretty excited, because we have the kind of the balance to focus on the music a little harder. This plan that I'm doing, I've been trying to do this, which is drop projects consistently for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? Like every 2 months since like 2017. I went to jail. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm real excited to get these goals done, son. Because goddamn, son, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
During this time, did you shop
demo?
Did you shop demos at that time, 2001, or how was you getting your music out there?
We didn't, like, I was kind of the last one to start recording. Like GS he was recording. He didn't really, like, maybe little CDs and little shit like that. Not really so much as shopping. 2000, we had a group called Splinter Cell. That's when also, those are all my friends from 5 Towns. We put an album out and a DVD. We put that on our own, and we kind of got pretty far than everybody. You know, I went to Atlanta again in 2005. And then that's when the group kind of fell apart. But when I came back home, let's say like it's something I did called the hip hop mixtape, and I ended up pushing that. And then my chapter, Shadow Clan, they put an album together. And then when I got that physical copy, I ended up shopping that around. That was around when the internet was around. And then I had seen Chamber Music Records. They had a thing where they would put your album in their store and they would push it on their website, and that was that. And I just wanted that. I took a bunch of CDs of the album that wasn't mine. It's just I had something to move, like on some drug shit. I took it to their office, bang, bang, bang. He was like, and took it and closed the door. That man called me back like a month later, like, yo, you're the guy. I didn't know it was you when you came to my door. And then when I got with Chamber Music, that's when I was able to put out professional albums. And so I did it from there. Like, it wasn't like I didn't have super lofty goals. I had small ones, like, all right, now you get the album out there. We're everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And then I build, you know what I'm saying? Whatever people that fuck with me, I put in a network, a database kind of, and we go from there. So every day I just try and build that, you know what I'm saying? That support. But as far as shopping demos, we were jumping into battles, you know what I'm saying? They had something called the Cop Shop in Long Island, and we would do that. We wasn't really trying to like put an album out up until like Splinter Cell, and that might have been like 2004. But from like 2001 to 2004, we was just running around. GS would do all types of different battles, and we was just being retarded on the scene, just being crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't, because it's not like I'd be broke. I was born broke. So you know what I'm saying? Like, how would I do that? But when
No,
I
it's
got
tough.
with people that could, I do what I can. And I also return the favor because you might record me for free. You might see the vision, you might not. But what I can do is, if I can do something for you, I'll do that. You know what I mean? So just being good is how I help, yo. But nah, I ain't never really pushed no demos up until that chamber music situation. And chamber music helped out a lot, yo. A lot. It taught me a lot. And it got me recognized, you know what I'm saying? And a little something. I still feel no one pays attention at all. I still feel I just be chilling, fucking around. That's why when people come to me, I be humble because
Yeah.
You be fucking with me. I'm not gonna lie. That's what's up. I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Dope.
So
Right.
what was the situation after Splinter Cell? I mean, that's the group? Did you end up going solo after that?
Yeah, I mean, I still talk to them. We still make music. It's just Splinter Cell was like 6 people. Honestly, when I went to Atlanta, my son's mom was pregnant, so I took her down there with my father. And in that little couple of months I stayed there, they stopped. They kind of split off and started doing their own thing. People like GS Advanced, the ones that were serious with it, they just kept going. You know what I'm saying? And that was that. But what was crazy is that everyone is still friends. We all lived in a crib together. Like when I came back from Atlanta, they all had their own crib. And it's like they'll call certain studio sessions and not do it. This nigga will be in his room playing fucking video games. So it's like they just kind of had to chill out. But the ones that were with it kept going. Like I'm still here. GS is still here. So it's, you know what I mean? It helped. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we met back then we met also. I met someone named Killer Shah back then. And that was also another person that just kept telling us certain things, yo. He took us to Marley's crib. He took us to Marley Marl's crib. You know what I did? I argued with my baby mother in this man's room. I completely messed up that whole opportunity because I was worried about my baby mother. Yo, I threw the phone across the room.
Oh,
Like, you know
man.
what I'm saying? So like, I just remember like Shah just looking at me like, yo. And the crazy part on the radio when I did the freestyle that day, I was like, yo, Jus P, the 4th son of Bambaataa. Yo, and Killer Shah looked at me like, Marley, they both was like, and I didn't really peep it yet. Haha. He was like, yo, why is he saying that? I was like, yo, you know how many times that Bam shit has happened to me in rap circles, yo? You know what I'm saying? You go to a show and they'll be like, yo, what? And some street shit too. I'll be in jail. They was like, yo, you Zulu? But yeah, but Bambaataa be da. And I'd be like, one time I was on a block with a button. Like, yo, you Zulu? But you know what I'm saying? One time I messed up. A couple of times I really was altercations holding that line. And then when I ended up apologizing, you know what I'm saying, to certain people. The very first time I met like Wu-Tang affiliates, they waited to the whole, and this is early, like, yo, I'm everybody's Zulu. This is when I had the Shadow Clan album out. So like they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I had one brother, he got a gun in his book bag. Like, we're just gonna go home and not think nothing about you, yo. And we did the whole studio session, and on the way out the door, they was like, yeah, but Bambaataa, and the next thing you know, we ended up acting stupid. But that's just crazy how, one, it shows my dedication. Two, it shows how why that man, like, you tainted a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But the strong one person. But man, yeah, just
Damn, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, just to answer your question, you know what I'm saying? Splinter Cell, they're still around. 2 of the brothers is named the Baritone Brothers. They still drop records, you know what I'm saying? Me and GS, as you know, as I keep saying, we keep rocking out. And that's that. Maybe one day we'll get back together.
So tell me, who are the Super Friends?
Oh, yo, that's just me and my adventures through chamber music. That was basically like, all right, if you call me, like Solomon Childs, I met him through chamber music. We'll do songs together. That's like an adventure. I'll put that on my album. You know what I'm saying? And then that album is, you see everybody on there. That's just different people I met through chamber music, and a lot of them happen to be Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang, like a lot of Wu affiliates, they show love. Brooklyn Zoo was like my family. They show love. So that's who the Super Friends are. It's just me and like the ill conglomerate of fucking Wu people. You know what I mean? Wu fans. That's a pretty big album for the Wu fans. You know what I'm saying?
Was there any discussions about you becoming a Wu affiliate at any point in time?
Yo, I say no. You know what I'm saying? I say no. But like, the people look at me like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? The other day, family, somebody just randomly hit me on Facebook on some Wu-Tang. Cool. Like in the daytime, cool. Then like 4 o'clock that morning, he's calling me on Messenger. You know what I'm saying? And I like, I'm a nice guy, so I try to accommodate. But like, they look at me like that sometimes. One time I did an interview for one of their books, you know what I'm saying? And I tell them like Brooklyn Zoo's my team, and they be like, Brooklyn Zoo's Wu-Tang, that's that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't pigeonhole myself like that, but I also do not rep it. Like if you see me like that because of my Brooklyn Zoo affiliation, then that's what's up. But you won't see me running around, jumping up and down with the W and a sword out my back, and you don't know my name, you know what I'm saying? And to keep it all the way 100, I call those people out all the time. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole separate history when it comes to Wu affiliates. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole thing. You know what I mean? But if you know what I mean, that's family. I'm gonna say that much. You know what I'm saying? Solomon's my bro. I remember watching kung fu movies at Capadonna's crib. You know what I'm saying? Buddha Monk, that's my older brother. Like I talk to Buddha ever so often. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? Brooklyn Zoo is more my affiliation more than Wu-Tang. You know what I mean?
Right. You dropped Tried by 12 in 2020. What do you remember most? We got hit with COVID. Did that album come out during or before? Take us back to, what was going on during 2020.
Tried by 12. Oh, yo, I came out of jail. I was just trying to get on my feet. I came out of jail trying to get on my feet, and then the world fell. You know what I'm saying? I came out of jail 3 weeks before the lockdown. And on one hand, it was good that you guys had to sit down because I was sitting down for a minute. So I got to kind of, you know what I'm saying, get right how to slow his speed. But on the other hand, 2020 was hard. The Tried by 12 album was, I did that before I went to jail. You know what I'm saying? I met Innocent at the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival, and I was just trying to shop GS's beats. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, he was working on an album with Sean Price at the time, and then we were trying to submit for that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't make beats, GS, you know what I'm saying, is one and the same to me. So we were trying to do that. But me and him just started building. You know what I'm saying? We went to the studio one time, Space Lab Studios with my man Jake Palumbo, chilling up there. And then we would just send songs back and forth. I would send him something. I swore he wasn't doing nothing. And then like 5 months later, he sends me a verse, you know what I'm saying? And we just, all those songs we built on the low because he works way harder than me. He's always dropping albums, you know what I'm saying? But that was something we did on the low. Then I went to jail. When I went to jail, I came home and I just wanted to stick to the plan I told you, which is drop albums ever so often. Last year, I just chilled because I couldn't get right, so I wasn't going to stress myself. So I didn't do shit. I think I did one single, and then all I did was record. And so now we're getting ready to let that go. But that album was, we were sitting on that album like that. Like when I listen to that, there's a part in there when I say the coke bitch is locked in my bathroom. She gonna get the shaft soon. And every time I hear that, I bust out laughing because the day I recorded that, I had like a random chick from the bar that all she want to do is sniff coke in my bathroom. And I'm like, that's a whole separate mind frame and lifestyle. But then I got to record this verse. So I'm like, you know what? Let me throw that in there. So that just takes me back. That album was really fun to do. It took a while. So when I listened to it, I just remember certain things I was going through at that time. I'm glad that it came out now and not in 2017, 16. You know what I mean? I'm glad I was able to have that and drop that when I came home. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good album. Like I like that a lot. I wish I could work more with Innocent, but we'll do that in the future,
Right.
Right.
You said you took a break last year, but you ended up getting with Xray. How did you guys meet and get down with Live on the Ave?
Oh, ever so often I would call my man GS, you know what I'm saying? And he started telling me, I knew about Xray before with like Organic Poisons and when F and Gems and them was going over there. And I didn't meet X. But GS started really going over there every week. Like I'm probably going over there tomorrow. So I just remember him telling me about Xray, you know what I'm saying? And then when I went home, he introduced me to Xray. And when I came home, it was right before the lockdown. Like it was right before the lockdown because I didn't see Xray for like 8 months after that, yo. You know what I mean? We didn't go outside, but I ended up just being there, yo. I'm not one to overstep. I was just there with GS and happy for the intro, and I was just high. And I heard this one beat, and I was just like, yo, what is that, right? And then I didn't see this man for like 8 months. And I'm in the shower, that shit's in my head. So the very first thing I said when I seen that man was like, yo, what's that beat? And X is X. Like we had to go through mad beats to find it, but we found it. And then we just started working. You know what I'm saying? I went over there. The first time was to record a verse for GS, you know what I'm saying? His album he got coming. And then we just started working from there, yo. And then we just be building the stuff we got coming is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you might just go over there and just chill. You might go over there. Anybody that goes over there is like amazed at all the history that man has on the wall. It took me like 4 visits to just sit down and not look around like a weirdo. It took me like a minute. So like his beats are crazy. But I wasn't one to overstep. But now we're working. Now I make sure like my pen is always on point. You know what I'm saying? But I make sure like one thing that I'm gonna share with y'all that I'm gonna be telling them, I might have like 2 verses I'm sitting on before I go there, and I might just revise it when I get there. Like it took me 2 times because he'll just come out of nowhere like, yo, you ready to record? And I'll be like, huh? You know what I'm saying? And I'll come up on the spot with the shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like now, I just like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I go with you, no lie, I'm make sure I'm having you a verse for tomorrow just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's an ill dude. Like I know y'all met him. He got 3 different eras, legendary eras, at least 3 under his belt, yo. And then that's not counting what he's doing right now, but at least 3 different legendary eras. That man has been around. So that's how I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I tell my son about people like that because it's like he's lived his dream his whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's a good brother.
Yeah, I was pretty excited when I saw that, you know, when I saw him post that he had the song with you. I was like, oh shit, how does X know P? I was like, how does P know X? Because I've known him for a while because he's from, you know, he was out in Long Beach. So I knew him for a while. And, you know, working with Doom and all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So when I saw that hookup, I was like, damn, that's pretty ill. And then that's when I reached out and I was trying to push, help you guys with that single. And not for nothing, man. Not for nothing, but if X is rocking with you, man, that means you're pretty dope because he's very particular.
Our body.
Like, he's very particular about who he works with, man.
Or even me. Like it took some work to meet him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like funny like that.
Yeah. But that's how you gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah,
of course. That's how you gotta be. Like there's a producer like Biggs. Biggs is a dope producer. I'd be with Biggs all day, and I'd be like, "Look, you're gonna have to drive me on. I can't really." He was like, "Oh, I'll come to the studio." I'd be like, "I can't really do it like that." You know what I'm saying? Like, and Biggs is fire. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you gotta be because you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You know what I mean? So,
speaking of Biggs, though, I remember seeing Biggs. I mean, I haven't seen him do it lately, but there was a time where he was posting like stuff that he was working on. Does he do anything with that stuff, or is that just a hobby for him?
Well, I mean, it go back to like when I'm be like the balance of life, like yo, no lie. If the world don't never see that man talent, that's sad for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That ain't like that man be
Yeah.
making fire, and he just that's it. I don't even think he makes beats because he works. He works real hard. He's got
I
like
know.
he works hard in the medical field. So
Mhm.
that kind of is, and now he's like a family man. So what was ill is that man got like hundreds of beats. I'll just go over there and just take them. You know what I'm saying? And then that'll be that. You know what I'm saying? So if he needs to come out, you know what I'm saying, he'll come out. But right now, I'm the one that's holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay.
we got an album that you know what I mean I'm sitting on right now. That's gonna come out. You know, once the Xray album come out, that's when I'm gonna start doing shit every like I'm trying to really rock. Right now, GS's album is rocking. Then mine's gonna come. Then I got another album, but I got an album made by Biggs, yo. Stupid.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like
Nice,
you just
nice.
listen to it. You can just listen to the beat. I'll just be like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to hear a nigga rap on it. But if no
Right,
one
right.
never hears that, that's a travesty for the world, yo. And that's how I feel about a lot of the music from the people that I fuck with, especially with people like Biggs and GS. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't like, I want them to get out there like that because they need to be heard. Because there be people that's nowhere near nothing they doing, son. Nothing. But that's that, yo. Biggs will come
Yeah.
back around.
So let me ask you though. So you just mentioned a couple of different projects that you're gonna have coming out and working on. What are you doing as far as, do you have a team together that's helping you like promote stuff or not or you?
I mean, like if I didn't rap, I could be like the ill A&R exec. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to like 5 times was music business, and I did that. You know what I'm saying? I could do that. So when it comes to like Jus P the artist, I try to like when I have something, I work that like if it's someone else, as if I'm fucking Sycamore or whatever whatever A&R, and I try to do that as hard as I can. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't really have a team other than like me and GS. Yo, we really get at it and we do what we can. You know what I'm saying? Like today, before we're talking about, yo, did you find any more radio that you could add to the list? You know what I mean? We talk about who plays the record, who doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it's really just me and GS. Like he's got the lab and I have more of the footwork and the business skills, and we go from there, you know what I'm saying? We'll also try to like one thing that we didn't do that we're doing this year, to be honest with you, my J, we gonna see what money do, you know what I'm saying? We gonna see how like what the money can do, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't have it, but you know what I mean? We're gonna put like that, you know what I mean? We're gonna see what some money can do, how far we can get with that, yo. You know what I mean? That's kind of a touchy subject because you got like people that be charging, like, yo, I don't want to pay you for shit that I could do, not that I can do, or shit that I'm doing already. Like you got
Right.
people with this playlist, and if it's any of the playlists that I got free fucking networking with people, I'm gonna want my money back, Scrap. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to see where we could put money. Like it looks like I found someone that I can trust to do that. So we're gonna see. So we're gonna see how we are in a year from now. Before I went to jail, I just wanted to drop albums and not even look at none of the royalties, like none of that dumb shit. Not even dumb shit, because when it comes to like that royalty, like it don't be a lot, but watching it grow is ill because that comes from my mind in my room. I might have wrote that song, you know what I'm saying, on fucking someone's couch. One time I lived in someone's house and the whole family was so annoying. I found a corner, made the whole album. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see like when I see them little bit of streaming checks grow or just whatever, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like the number. I like to see where it goes. I like to see the Spotify shit. Who's doing what? I like that more so I can grow. That's ill to me because it's all on my mind. It's not like I need you to pay my rent. Like I'm good. My house is good. So I like growing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do, son. We just, me and GS, yo, we're trying to get as far as we can with this goal. And whoever else is with it, they'll be with it. There's a lot of people there's a couple of reasons why a lot of people do not fuck with us, yo. But we use it, you know what I'm saying? we use that, yo. And it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I want to be to the point where I don't want to shit on niggas like, yo, you remember that time? Like, yo, there's one. Why he won't? Like, there's a couple of people that you want to be like, yo, why you act like that? Yo, is there a problem?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you can't. You know what I'm saying?
We and Sincere talk about that all the time, man. We understand
There's a
100%.
Some of them are warranted. I'm not gonna lie, but there's one person I'm talking about since I started. He does not fuck with me, nigga. Since I started rapping, but it is what it is. I like that because when you do come around, I want to see if am I going to be. I'm gonna see how I handle that when you do come around. I could be the petty nigga, depends on, you know what I'm saying, or where I'm at.
Yeah.
But just the fact that you do, it's like girls, you know what I'm saying. When they come around, I'll just take the pussy. I'm not even gonna be like, yo, this is what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna treat something like there's a handful that we gonna treat like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna throw it in their face. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's 2022. What kind of timeline can we look at as far as new music being released this year?
Yo, the real answer is when these niggas stop playing and drop the album. But no, I'm just kidding. Yo, honestly, yo, I have at least without new opportunities. Like I'm starting to work with a producer by the name of Body Bag Ben. You know what I'm saying? That's a new opportunity. But without new opportunities like that, or my dude Willie Maestro out in California, you know what I'm saying? Without any new opportunities or what's to come, like the Bumpy record was a new opportunity. Without none of that for the year, I'm sitting on 4 or 5 albums that I just want to drop I want me and my son GS Advance to just keep rocking out every. Well, you see, he's rocking March. You know what I'm saying? Every other month is going me or him, and then after that, we're gonna see where we at with it. So we're trying to really rock out the rest of this year. You know what I'm saying? I want maybe like in end of the year or top of the year, y'all come back to me and be like, "Yo, P, remember that time?" And I'll be like, "Remember that time? I've been trying to do that shit since my 2017." You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
I came home with that, like, yo, I'm trying to do my plan. I just sat up for fucking a couple of years. You know, I came home with that attitude, and then COVID slowed it up. You know what I mean? So I had to, you know what I mean, retune it, and that's what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did that Bumpy one come about? Which is dope, by the way. I like that.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
Well, how'd that come about?
My son NUT, we was just talking one day, and he was just telling me about the album. Like, yo, I got this beat. You know what I'm saying? And just sent it to me. And that was that. He's like, it's a little different, but I know you're gonna rock it, and sent it to me. And yo, the beat is fire, but it's not what you would expect. You know what I'm saying?
Bumpy Knuckles.
Right.
Nah,
So the crazy part is, and UT said that to me. Then me, it was just me, but this whole time I was like, you know what? Also, to give the opportunity to people like GS and FU, but also that they needed more. I could have just rocked the whole record, but y'all doing a compilation. Now y'all got 3 names for your compilation. And everybody was like, yo, this beat is different, but we're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we just did what we did. We wanted to shoot a video. I wanted to have an ill house party, but everybody couldn't like get together. And then the album just dropped. The album is doing its thing as far as what it's doing. And the song too, I see that song in a couple of different places, and I like that. You know what I mean? I appreciate NUT, appreciate Bumpy. You know what I'm saying? That's a good look. That's a legendary look because you could have got somebody else, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? He's from Long Island. I'm from Long Island. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get a chance, like when you recorded or anything? Did you get a chance to be in the studio with Bumpy? Have you met him?
No. He lives out of state. That was the whole thing. Right. Is the scheduling for the video? You know what I'm saying? Me and GS every week. You know what I'm saying? I see F all the time. We go to comic book conventions and shit like that. So it was nothing for us just to get together and do the song. But we really want to do that video. That way we could build. You know what I'm saying? With NUT, I haven't seen NUT in years. You know what I'm saying? So that would have been a good. But either way, we gonna shoot up to NUT spot in a minute soon too. So I'll see him. Check the brother, yo. That's a good brother right there, yo. Cool. That dude. All right.
Very dope. We appreciate you joining us this evening. Before we get out of here, can you shout out your social media and where we can keep up with you moving in the future?
Jus P, 100. That's Instagram. Pierre Stallings or Jus P on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically it. Y'all lucky y'all got me there because you'll be wilding with the internet, yo. So find me how you find me. But Jus P 100 is the move. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I appreciate you too, yo. Yeah, y'all got the
no
background.
doubt.
I appreciate you, your crib.
Last question. So we ask everybody this question. Hip hop is getting ready to turn 50 years old soon.
Ooh.
What's your thoughts and takes on that?
Man, I'm glad that it is making that milestone, you know. I like how the culture is moving in a lot of ways. A lot of ways I don't like how it's moving. I don't really like that we're not really using our influence the best we could do, you know what I'm saying? So I like it. I'm happy, and I always appreciate hip hop. I just honestly, I just wish we could do better as a people and use this art form to do better, yo. You them young kids be listening to the dumbest. It don't even be dumb. It just be dumb. It don't be dumb because you young. It's just dumb because it's dumb. So.
Right.
And it hurts. You know what I mean? So I want us to do better so we have another 50 years of culture. You know what I mean? In the right way, in a clean way. You know what I mean? Hip hop came a little different with your man. You know what I'm saying? So I want this next 50 to be clean. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's up and prosperous. You know what I mean?
Well,
no doubt. We appreciate that. Like I said, this has been Changing of the Hip Hop God podcast. I'm the journalist Sincere. That's my partner, Uncle E. Thank you so much, Jus P, for joining us tonight.
Right. P, keep doing your thing, bro.
All right. Y'all be
Salute.
safe. Peace.
Appreciate it.
How do I get out of here?
I'm going to kick you out.
All right. Thank you. Every time I walk, I'm kicked out.
Peace, bro.
Peace.